UMass Lowell track and field, the so-called championship season has arrived. The America East Outdoor Championships are this weekend. Trials and some finals on Saturday, and Sunday will be a day of finals. All of that at the Reggie Atkins Track and Field Complex on the campus of the University of New Hampshire. For several years now, Albany has been the dominant team. The men are the 12-time defending champions. The women have won 8 straight and 11 of 12. For the Riverhawks and head coach Gary Gardner, it's about taking the next step. The men have never finished higher than 4th. The best showing for the women was a 5th place finish.
Hopefully we can put both teams in the top 4. I'd be pleased if we can both be in the top 4 at the meet. Albany's gonna probably win both sides pretty handily, so it's a battle after that for the next 5 or 6 schools, and a lot of them are similar, and so it's just going to be whoever has the best 2-day meet is going to fill out those next couple of spots. It seems like we've had good meets, between cross indoor and outdoor. One would finish in the top 4 or the other would finish in the top 4. It'd be great if we could, put them both together and really have both of them in the top 4 finish this weekend.
Through much of the track and field season, it is about times, distances, heights, marks. This weekend is different. It is about placement and scoring points for a team, and that means it's a weekend about the depth of a team.
Yeah, it's always a weekend about depth once you get to conference. You can have a couple kids that win events and you can still be 7th or 8th in the team standings. So you need to have a couple of kids that score big points, but you also have to have a group of kids that are going to score, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th places and score those points. You got to have a couple surprises too. If you want to finish higher up, you got to have a couple kids that pop out of nowhere and score some points for you. We're at the point now where in most events we have somebody that can score, and you always want to be 2 or 3 deep in each event if you can, and we're getting there slowly. And it's not a 1-year process, but certainly we're a lot more competitive now as a team than we were when we started. And we had some individual stars when we started, Lisa Monty, Taylor, kids like that come to mind, that kids that were, some of the best kids in the conference, set conference records. But after that, there was a pretty big drop off to the rest of the kids that could score a lot of points. And now I feel like we're a lot more balanced, where we can score in a lot more areas than we did when we initially started in the America East. Women's shot put is an area that we have 3 kids seated to score, and you can't give up a lot of points there. And obviously Jackie Salamini scoring a lot of points for us is always a big one. Catherine, Allie Wood, in the middle of distance events, and then Chelsea. Those are probably the 6 kids that, if they come ready to compete on the women's side, we're ready to go. Kevin Saccone on the men's side, freshman of the year last year in outdoor conference meet. He scores a lot of points for us. He's worth 20-something points himself with a good weekend, so making sure he's healthy and ready to go is important to us. A couple of the kids are a little bit older and more mature. We're asking more of them. We're asking Paul and Jackie to run the 10 and the 5 in back-to-back days. It's the first time we've done that since we've joined America East. We're asking Kirsten to run 3 or 4 events. We're asking Kevin to do 3 or 4 events. It's certainly not something we normally do during the year, but it's something that you try to put together for this one weekend and try to squeeze a few more points out if you possibly can. And there's a few people that set the tone, whether it's Paul Hogan or Kevin or Jackie, that I think Catherine, that set the tone for the group, and you see them out there, competing, at such a high level and laying it all out for the team. I think it helps everybody else to really buy into what you're doing.